Okay. We're running. We're running. We're running. Good old cardio. Good old cardio. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Dysmantle here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host, Max. So, it looks like Dysmantle is turning into another successful series. A lot of episodes are now receiving quite a lot of views, so I'm really thankful, especially for the support and the tips which you have started to leave in the comment section. It's really helping me to figure certain stuff out. Now, I do tend to apologize for this, but I'm gonna do it again because based on my really hectic schedule with work and everything else, I have to pre-record some of the stuff and then I keep uploading it on like a daily base. So by the time some of the content might get uploaded, it takes a while. So what we have discussed in the comment section is actually quite intriguing, and I kind of wanted to see if we can get to either one of the damn fuel cells. But right now, all I can think about is the potential of the time crates. I have been told that if I go and I camp, a timer sets off, and by the time I reach one of these time crates, it might get locked off. Now, when I initially started to play the game in the early access, we were in the caged suburb. So logically, the last thing, that was on my mind is how to get to some timed crate or something like that. But now that I was able to start clearing out a large portion of the map, I was able to start exploring it, I'm tempted to see if we can actually practice this or if we can exercise this and see if I will be able to reach some of these points. So obviously, certain locations are fairly easy to manage, but certain locations will provide quite a lot of difficulties. Now, I have, for example, not explored this part of the jungle. Not really sure if it's even necessary for me. I'm not sure if there is something in the desert which I have not discovered yet. There's plenty of space and towns and buildings which we have not explored over here. I still need to figure out how to get to the last two remaining fuel cells. I'm still not sure if I have the necessary parts in order to get to Mandrake's diamond mine and fix up the damn train. But right now, we aren't really close to either one of these things. So for example, the closest time crate is over here. Now, you have been informing me about how the temperatures and everything is managed. So even if I have all the stuff, there might be some issues with that, which is another tip. And thank you for that too. But maybe, just maybe, we can run a test on this time crate. And if I fail to reach it from this campsite, which I think is shorter distance than this one, it's kind of hard because we are doing like a aerial line. So I'm looking from point A to point B, and I really don't have like a measuring capability to do this. This is not city skylines or something like that. So for me, due to the fact that there's this hill we would have to run around, there's this large crater, there is the snowy peak sky lodge, the temperature is just hostile towards us on this peninsula or island or whatever is this. So I'm thinking this would be a much better approach, but I think even better trial to do this would be in here, in the big city, because there's multiple time crates, and one of them is quite close to the campfire. So theoretically, by busting through the fence and just running up here, we should be able to exercise this. Here, I'm not really sure if this is going to work out because this is the Island State Police headquarters, and this building is quite heavily infested, and I have not had a chance to clear it out. So another exercise would be to try and get to this campsite, clear out the police headquarters, and after that try to reach the time crate. My assumption was that I need like the master lockpicker or something like that. Apparently not true. So I'm really dying to see how this is gonna all work out. So there is quite a lot of places where we can try this. I mean, for example, this seems quite tempting, but I'm quite sure this timed crate, it's based on my memory. After all, this is where we came across like the first fuel cell ever. I would have to run through the prison in order to get behind this building and get to the time crate. So it's not gonna be super easy that I just go and bypass this tree, or theoretically I can actually use the axe, but we would have to get there first. So that's the issue. So what I'm assuming I'm gonna do right now, after I'm done talking nonstop and not showing you any gameplay, is actually go over here to the link tower, and we're gonna go from this campsite to the time crate and see what the hell is gonna happen. So I'm gonna skip ahead to that point and we're gonna take it from there, as I'm dying to see if this actually works. Because if it does, it's a great advice, and I'm dying to see what the hell is it that's inside of these timed loot crates. So let's take a look at it. Okay, that worked. Okay, one thing which I need to switch is this damn old pocket watch, because everything is slowed down. It's driving me up the wall. Okay, so if we take a look at the map, I am by the link tower. I'm going to use the campfire and I'm going to try to run for the time crate. Now, logically, I do not think this is an early game strategy which you can apply to your runs, but I can be, of course, proven wrong. I mean, people like speedrunners and such might come up with some randy-dandy tactic on how to clear out the map in a couple of hours. But then again, what the hell do I know? So reason why this is not going to work for you at the start is fairly simple. If you camp in order to restore your HP, your items, whatever, all the enemies are being respawned. So whatever way you cleared out to the potential timed crate, it's gonna be filled with the same enemies once more. And when you start the game, it's really difficult to deal just with the basic spitter class of ex-humans in here, and they usually do tend to spawn in this location. I mean, for Christ's sake, these large, obese, acid-spitting weirdos who are now all over the damn map, that was the initial boss battle in this game. It was a guy who was literally blocking your way out of the cage suburb. So before you were able to take him out, you had to keep grinding your experience inside of the cage suburb in order to learn what you can do, how the game works, etc, etc. But now that we have some experience, we have obtained some technology, and we do have access to better blueprints, I think there is a potential for us to keep trying to clear out these things, as I'm dying to see what the hell can be inside of one of them. This is also why I have took out the time dilation clock, because it's slowing down myself and everything in my vicinity, but it will not slow down the timer that is installed on the timed crate. So what I want to do here is see what's the shortest path where I can theoretically try to create it. Okay, hold on. I want to make sure nothing is blocking my way. So the table, and we're gonna switch to the axe, because these resources are gonna be gone. And here we have this thing. So 261 seconds ago. So I'm dying to see if I understood correctly what the advice was in the comment section, or if I totally misunderstood it and I need to learn how to read it, which is probably one of the main benefits of me doing this channel. I have been doing a crap ton of reading as of late. I still do apologize for me not being able to read some of the words and such, but I'm learning. I'm not perfect, and I'm not a native speaker, which might be a disadvantage, but it also might connect me to some of you who are trying to pick up English, or who knows. things are weird. I don't know. So, I'm gonna try to do this camping. I'm gonna refill my glass with some water because all this talking is, I still don't know how the hell teachers do this. Like, I would probably kill myself. Not that I'm advertising suicide, I'm just saying I would probably not be capable of talking for prolonged periods of time without having some drink, preferably non-alcoholic. Okay, so, we're gonna have to run this way. So let's take a look at it. Let's see if I did understand correctly. Holy crap! Okay, I did understand correctly. Thank you so much for this advice. Now I want to see what we can theoretically come across in these timed crates. Problem is, I'm gonna have to move from here to this La Valley Flats campfire and try to make it to this timed crate. That might be problematic. This entire building is enclosed, and this looks like it's in the central park in between these two buildings. So I'm gonna have to make my way towards it, but that's pretty damn decent reward, depending on what stage of the game you obviously are. But trust me, obtaining rubber is actually quite good for you at any point whatsoever, because you're gonna need it for quite a lot of blueprints. Some of the upgrades in this game literally make 0 sense, some of them super useful, and I'm more referring to like the ingredients which you do require. Okay, we're gonna have to do the gas mask thingy. Let's do the Raider's outfit. It's more suitable for this purpose. Okay, and I kind of do not want to right now camp out. I want to try to find the most optimal way. Unfortunately, it still seems that I will not be able to clear out this, because fully upgraded sledgehammer only gets you up to 80 points of damage. But what you can do if you have access to certain resources or certain blueprints is actually kind of screw around with the whole thing. This is blocked. However, this wall is not gonna block me. So we're gonna create an alternative route in order to get to our goal. The question is if it's gonna be in a time that's gonna be good for me, so that it will simply not close up. Now, preferably, I would love to clear out everything in here without him spotting me. I'm well aware of the fact that he is aware that something is moving around in here, but this is why we are doing this experiment. I'm trying to see if this will actually work. I would preferably do a sneak critical than having to deal with it when it's all jumpy and bumpy and all the other stuff. So I'm grabbing these because we're gonna need to probably eventually stop at the lumber mill, although I did see one inside over here, so I can make some timber too, but I do have the entire production in the pike steel manufacturing, so like why bother? Okay, 148 seconds ago. Theoretically, we can screw with this, and I can create a short passage just because I have the sledgehammer. If I would not have the sledgehammer, what I would have to do is run along the entire side of the structure, so such as this way, and then I would need to find a way in. Now, you might not have sledgehammer immediately, it obviously is a later game item, but you have baseball bat. If you have baseball bat, you're going to be able to break through the sandbags. If you're able to break through the sandbags, you're going to make it inside. If you make it inside, then you can obviously fairly easily get to this area. I'm not really sure where these two ladies came from, but I don't want to find out. Okay, pretty unuseful junk here. So we're gonna try to create the passage for us. The sledgehammer is gonna make this a tiny bit easier. I'm not even sure what to use the bricks for. Like, this is... I'm not sure if there is some sort of reason for me to have access to bricks. I don't really see bricks as a potential ingredient to upgrade some of these things which you have access to. But okay, let's try to camp. And we're gonna leave. And we're gonna run towards our objective. And we made it fairly short, and this is actually an amazing reward. Are you kidding me? That steel and the electronics. This is freaking awesome. Okay, we're gonna be picking up quite a lot of these things now. And as you can see, it also keeps helping me to level up. Now the problem is gonna be, I'm gonna have to invest the skill because we're gonna be resetting the timer quite frequently. I don't really think you can skip the option to do that. Next thing we can try to do is the naval base. We can jump to this location. I don't really see a passage that would connect the peninsula to this side. The naval base is like the furthest region or the furthest location with the ark. I'm not sure if I want to load up the ark with some stuff right now. I can theoretically eventually run to the farm, pick up all these crops, and eventually like dump them inside once I fulfill one of these bundles, but we are talking about thousands of units of certain resource, and I just don't feel like grinding that. I mean, I am stubborn and I like to do certain stuff, but I just don't know if I need the achievement for fulfilling the arc, if there even is one, to be honest with you. So we have picked up 2 of the time crates in here. So far, this is a great success. Now we can try to do the police station. At least this should be still infested region. So theoretically, that's gonna create a challenging environment for us to test out our gear and see how our survival skills are holding up. I'm still gonna be picking up probably the fuse boxes despite the rewards because, yeah, smelting purposes and such, and I really need to find some sort of efficient way of obtaining wood because honestly chopping down trees is just so freaking annoying and you don't even get that much wood out of them. Like, I would need to upgrade the damage to 85. I don't think I can upgrade the axe even further. So there's just simply that. I don't know if I can actually use the sledgehammer. Yeah, can't damage it with this tool. Haha. Okay, so let's make our way. So the police station is... Okay, we're gonna deal with the turret. 2 rounds, clear out a turret. Once again, if you do not have yet a rifle and you're watching this, a rifle is pretty far at the end of your tech tree. I suggest throwing frag grenades. They might work, but you might have to throw like 3 to 4 of them. So you might have to invest into upgrading them. And if you don't want to do that, I'm not really sure if there are that many other possibilities for you to invest into something that would allow you to deal damage at a distance. This game really tries to rely on the whole melee combat system. So you might be limited when it comes to that as a possibility. Okay, so here is the heavily mutated, infested dude. I do wonder if we can actually bypass through here. Trying to see where exactly is the time crate. Okay, we're picking up stone. And it looks like this is inside of the prison section. So definitely... Oh, we can actually crack through this. That's awesome. So we're quite effectively bypassing the engagement with all of these enemies. I'm quite sure if I would pull this lever, which is what would open up this thing, it would release all these ex-humans. So theoretically, what you can do in order to screw with this is take a proximity mine, lay it down in front of each of their doors, and then try to open up or pull the lever. Now, you have to, however, make sure that you stay far away from the explosions of the mines, or you are screwed. Okay, here I got almost killed by that turret. I do wonder if this is gonna work out. Okay, this did work out. Thankfully, the sandbags did not take the damage from the rifle. Okay, so we're gonna have to play around with this. We're gonna have to go camp. We're gonna have to switch out our loadout. And it's still not gonna be able to really clear out that timed drop box as of yet. So, what do we want? A picture, throwable damage versus monster, culinarist. You know what? Let's go with the picture. Why the hell not? So now, I want to do this. I want to go and take the landmines. We're gonna switch to something which is more flexible, so like the baseball bat. It's great at swinging fast at the enemy, but I also want to make sure that we have some sort of a plan. Okay, that did not work the way I intended it to. Because it's in the proximity, it's just gonna keep on blowing up. That's a problem. A big one. Okay. Can live with that. So the landmine took out majority of that thing's health. And now we can do the time crate. But I'm being like triggered to interact with that thing. So, okay. We're gonna have to do this one more time. Theoretically, the sledgehammer is so awesome it can even manage to clear out the cores. You can get steel, iron, rubber, and some other stuff from them. But I just don't feel like grinding through the cores. I don't know. I get it that the name of the game is Dysmantle, but it seems way too grindy, and there is a point at which even I say, okay, enough is enough. So, let's go. We're gonna make that run, and we're gonna try to get to that crate. I got a little lost in here. Thankfully, there was a hole in that fence, and... Come on. We're gonna have to make this, those 2 seconds. Yeah, I feel you. Man, okay. This is gonna be challenging. I'm quite sure there has to be a way to make this more efficient somehow. Okay, so let's see how we can shorten the run. Don't see it happening here. Break down the van. Normally it would provide the natural cover from the enemy, but at this point of the game I don't really care about that nonsense. So I don't want to be running around like a dum-dum. Now let's clear out the trash can. Let's clear out the fence. Let's try to make like a straight line that we can run through. Okay, through here, and bam. Okay, let's see if this is gonna work out or if I'm gonna have to rethink this, because we have only a certain amount of time and I need to switch out my loadout once more. So let's do this. Let's switch it back to the frag. Let's camp. And now we're gonna hustle. Okay. We're running. Good old cardio. Fudge, yeah. Okay. So mostly tires so far. There is steel, however, as a potential reward. I like that quite a lot. It's unfortunate though that the sledgehammer will not allow you to break through that massive concrete wall. You're only gonna be able to get through this basic wall on a building.
The gates of underground are now open. Welcome, my children. This is an automated recording sent from K23, the Crown Station.
Okay. Starting to get this cold vibe from these recordings. I don't know. We're able to clear out another timed drop. Now we're gonna have to come across another one. But I think for that we might have to travel to a different city or different location. So let's take a look at what's our option to find the closest one anywhere. Nothing down here. We're gonna have to also take a look at this whole tower defense building thingy. Oh yeah, fudge. Actually think in order for me to come across the spare parts for the train, I need to get on this dumbass bridge, but for that I need the timber. So the timber, we actually do have access to it, where I'm gonna need to fulfill the shelter loudspeaker thingy. Okay. This is problematic. This time crate over here, I just don't see a good spot. Would have to use this campfire in order to run through here and get here somehow. We will have to probe this location in order to see if that's actually a doable strategy. So where exactly is it that I am currently? Okay, I'm here. So I need to get across to this link tower. We're gonna fast travel here. I'm gonna do a harvest at the sanctuary farm. I can use the sickle in order to harvest the crops. That's another advice given to me. I read the comment section, so keep the tips coming. If you can let me know how the hell do I get to these upper hills, I'm gonna be super ecstatic. And we can try to take a look at this timed crate to see if we can make that run possibility. And after that, we can try to take a look over here at this fixable bridge. Because from here, I should be able to take the lumber to bring it here, pick up the components for the damn train, and then we should be able to get into this region. That's a plan. Plan, which I now realize is quite extensive, so I should hurry the hell up in order to try and achieve it, because we are already like half an hour in or something. So I do want to make these episodes somewhat longer, so there is some content, and this might mean that I'm not trying to always grind out all the foraging and all the farming and all these things while I'm recording, because obviously I'm trying to make this as much fun as possible for you, the viewers, in case you are considering getting the game. I'm not sure how I feel about the fact that the developer has already a DLC down the road announced. I think the game is really great at the point at which it is. There's still some stuff which I think they can try to play around with, like giving you like a hunger bar or forcing you to sleep, some sort of survival mode, which would ramp up the difficulty and make your travels a bit more difficult. I'm not necessarily saying they need to create a system where your food will decay, but if you are forced to find some farms at the start in order to get some decent source of food, or if you have to invest into the animal friend perk or into fishing or something like this, so that you have access to calories or food and that you can sustain yourself. So some sort of basic hunger bar, I think it would add quite a lot of difficulty and quite a lot of replay value to the game. Because don't get me wrong, the game is a lot of fun. I mean, I think we are like 30 hours or something in already, and I'm still just scratching the surface. So it depends, but there is great potential for this thing. Okay, so let's go to here. I'm gonna do the harvest as we discussed. I'm gonna switch this for the sickle. And once I'm done with the montage, then we can catch up. Or mustard, whichever you prefer. Wow, this is actually really faster. Okay, so I really wish that the planting process could be somehow more proficient, seen as the gathering thanks to the sickle, but yeah, I'll live with this. Okay, so we're gonna try to get over here to the time crate. Just keep in mind this is still Sanctuary Farm, kind of a fucked up place where they used to guide people towards spikes in the ground, so be careful on how you approach this. And what I'm going to try to find here is some sort of way to get to the damn crate. Now, I do hear the wolf. Okay. It's kind of funny how it switched middle of the attack towards me, but I'll take the ribeye. Okay. There is a portion of a hut. It's extremely heavily forested in here, so it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, 548 seconds ago, no freaking wonder. I mean, I've spent an entire day trying to gather stuff. I don't even know what day we are on. We are like around day 23, 24 maybe, so a couple of weeks have already passed since our emergence. I feel like if I would clear out some of these damn trees, it would clear out the view of whatever the hell is that's going on in here. So I might try to make like a small clearing. And we're gonna grab the plant-based matter because still, we're gonna need the plant-based matter even for the arc. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well then the playlist is featured in the video's description. Go check it out. I have covered quite a lot of this game already, so you should be able to find it in the playlist fairly easily in case you will be wondering. I kinda do need the views. YouTube is weird with this. I mean, I don't understand why certain videos from me keep getting recommended and the other stuff is just completely ignored, but then again, YouTube is kind of oversaturated with content, so it's hard to pitch certain stuff, and if you're starting your channel, it might be 60 times more difficult, so I'm not complaining, I'm just saying, I need the views, the playlist will be there, so go check it out. I'll be more than appreciative. Okay, we need to find like a appropriate way to get to our goal. I somehow accidentally got scratched there. Okay, was able to kill that. How about we close this? Okay, there's one more lady with a serious nail problem that's approaching towards me. Okay, so let's see if running through here is gonna actually make it work. I might not manage to make it on this try, but it's a worthwhile attempt. It's starting to get dark, so wish me luck. Because you should not be running in the woods at night. It's kind of a stupid idea. Okay, running around, running through here, and bam! Ha ha! Ha ha! Even titanium! Awesome, awesome. Nice, 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 nice. Really wish I would have known about this earlier. Damn! I'm gonna have to make like a nice snapshot by standing next to one of these things when I'm opening them up or something in order to have like a nice thumbnail. Okay, we're gonna have to take a look at our wood processing. It's been kind of weird lately due to the fact that I've used plant-based matter for creating the actual farmland. So I'm not really sure how much of it do I have access to. Okay. We have 105. We can use the 105 in order to actually smelt stuff. We have 91 of these. We don't have titanium, really. We have a crap ton of scrap metal. Okay. Let's go with 10 of these, and let's see if we can make some titanium too. Because the titanium is used for upgrading now or constructing certain blueprints. I'm gonna need to get more scrap wood. 14 titanium is what I can get, so that's what I'll do. Okay, so, I'm thinking we're gonna make that run, into the driftwood region, and we're gonna see if that's gonna allow me to actually, do what I need to do. So we're gonna go with this, we're gonna go with the safari outfit. Don't really need this thing, so we can switch it out for one of the many things that I do have. And, I guess it's time for another montage. Man, I really wish I could get some fun montage music, but everything keeps getting flagged. I was even like thinking about trying to use like some fun music which was created by, let's say, the team behind Family Guy or some other fun sitcom or series where they literally just make fun of the whole montage thing, where they like take some actual music and they twist it and turn it into their own thing. But I don't really want to screw around with the licensing. I do understand that YouTube is trying to somewhat protect and somehow cash in on the whole shebang, and I don't need to have like a flag on the channel. It can actually really hurt your overall channel. So things have been kind of weird, and I just realized I probably talked throughout most of the whole damn shindig, so I might not even need the damn montage. But yeah, things are fun. Okay, so my idea is to try to get here. I want to see what exactly it is that I need in order to fix up this stupid bridge. If I'm gonna have to wait for the wood, then there might be some time skipping montage, or I'm just gonna skip to that part, whatever. So we need 4 of those refined wooden planks. I should have those. We're gonna have to check our inventory. It's not showing me exactly the stuff that I do have, but it'll show me inside of the chest here. So we're gonna be able to fix that up. Hopefully on that small freaking island is what I need in order to fix the stupid bridge. So 1, 2, no, that's too many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Can you pick? Oh, okay. Well, this is gonna overcomplicate everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, will you knock it the hell off? Come on, I don't have the time for this BS. Okay, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna run there, fix the damn bridge, and I'm done screwing around with this because it's tapping into our experience pool. And the lesser upgrades you have, the more experience you can lose by this. I don't think it's possible to go down a level, but I don't want to test that. Okay, so there's a time crate. You gotta be... Oh, come on. Okay, so we're just gonna simply have to make a run for that time crate. I really thought this is a place where I'm gonna come across those spare parts. But at least since we are clearing out these time crates, question is if I'll manage to make the run from here, because it's quite far. And I don't think there is a closer spot for me to attempt this from. So let's try. And we're running, and we're running. And are we gonna make it? That's the question. There's not that many obstructions. Some of these bushes might create an obstruction, apparently. but hopefully it's gonna work. We're running down a hill. That should give us some speed. Or maybe we're gonna crash face first into the dirt. And I managed to do it in with 1 second left. Okay, so this did not exactly work out. So that makes me wonder if I can actually fix up the stupid train already. Or if there is still something which I'm missing in the quest. Yeah, I seem to have fulfilled plenty of these side quests, so let's see if we can actually fix up the stupid train or not. It's gonna be hard to tell. Plenty of cactus to be harvested, plenty of the small vats which can be used for the scrap wood, which I kind of need now, but there's just better ways for you to get wood in general, so it's hard for me to tell, but it's grindy AF. And I really don't want to spend an eternity recording me just, like, you know, going through this stuff. So we're gonna have to be creative with how I mix the content and me trying to dismantle literally the entire island. And if anyone had the crazy idea to, like, do data mining and figure out how many resources can be obtained on the entire map of Dysmantle, I would love to hear those numbers. Like, there has to be millions of scrap wood, scrap metal, fabrics of cloth, and God knows what else. So I'm dying to see if someone has this data. Okay, let's see if we can actually fix this stupid train. One of many. It's like anyone is MacGyver in this game, apparently. Okay, I don't even recall where the hell did I come across this. So a sturdy locomotive stands next to you. Upon closer inspection, it seems to be missing some important mechanical parts and thus inoperable. An attached note mentions the lost shipment of parts at the place named Solaris. Perhaps you should look there. Find repair parts for the desert train. Repair the locomotive. I don't have the necessary repair parts yet. Damn it to hell. But when I went into the DM quest section, like, I did not see it. Oh, maybe that's the problem, because I thought these are completed, because I cannot really read from top to bottom. I read from bottom to top. I should really stop recording these episodes when I'm super tired and angry, but I didn't have any time throughout the week, so here goes nothing. Okay, find repair parts for the desert train. An attached note mentions shipments of parts at a place named Solaris. Perhaps you should look there. Where the fuck is Solaris? And I'm gonna curse this time because I really don't know. North Star, Solaris. These are the things which really make me happy that I decided to be a content creator. Because I'm turning into freaking detective. Okay. 577 56 577 577 56. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. I'm trying to locate this spot, which is on Reddit, but this is gonna be weird. So 577 and 567. But I don't see the possibility to have anything here, because that would get us to this region. So 567, yeah, that's bullshit. That would be literally over here. Hold on. 577, yeah, well, okay, here. 577, yeah, that's weird. Damn it. Okay, hold on a minute. Because these freaking instructions are literally giving me headache from Reddit, and I'm not sure if they're discussing the same exact thing as I am. The only bridge which required fixing is over here. Other than that, there aren't that many bridges, and this, I don't know, this seems like a drop bridge, not actually a bridge that needed construction like this one. Ah, fudge. Why did I have to make it so stupidly, idiotically weird and vague? The parts are in a crate next to a vehicle, standing alone in the desert, a little bit south, east, so it's somewhere around here. Southeast of where you enter the region. You'll need 12 pieces of lumber to fix the wood bridge, so bring them along. I swear to God, there's literally nothing in here that would show me that I need a wood for a bridge. So I'm not exactly sure what the artist is describing behind the advice. It's kind of... It sucks. It's absolutely confusing the living crap out of me. Sometimes I honestly don't give a flying duck if the advice is spoiler, because I'm stuck at a place and I cannot push forward, and I ran into these sort of issues, and this can have quite the negative effect on certain players, because you work 40 hours, let's say, to getting to a boss battle, and then you find out it's a huge robot and zombie game, and you're like, what the actual F? So, man. I'm not sure what to think about this. Because if I understand the instructions correctly, Solaris is referred to as this region, but I just don't know if there's some sort of entry to this goddamn region, because there's this big ass cliff that's separating the entire southern region of this place from me having access towards this. So I don't know if I have to go back to the campfire and do what I intended to do on like the previous episode, which is run along the entire coast here and see if we can actually get somehow the F up in here. It's kind of stupid that way, but I feel like that's the only option which I currently do have. I don't see literally anywhere anything that would give me the option to fix a bridge, and if I go up there, the issue is going to be the same. We will not be able to do anything dramatically different from what we are doing. And besides that, we cannot use the sledgehammer to crack through this. This is not gonna allow you to do so. The damage output of the sledgehammer simply ain't big enough. So you have to run around and see if you can get there. But this is so freaking stupid. It borders on annoying, and I don't know. I have, like, the overall game loop of the game is really fun and entertaining, and you can spend hours with this lovely game. However, there are certain choices which have been made by the studio which make zero sense to me, and therefore it's kind of a mixed score for me. Like, I cannot be, yeah, you need to get this, support the developer, you're gonna have a ton of fun, but you're gonna also be frustrated at times. So I don't know. I would probably never be able to just blindly recommend a game to anyone without asking first couple of questions. So it's kind of tricky this way. Okay, we do have actually a field here, but I would have to still process it in order to do just about anything. And I still think I'm gonna require... Yeah, this is actually a freaking drawbridge. This is not a bridge for me to fix, so I cannot really do that much stuff over here. So, it's unfortunate. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the episode off in here, but we were able to get a couple of these timed crates, which is quite a lot of fun, and on the next episode we can try to do this too while I try to figure out how the hell to get to these other regions. So we're gonna see what your feedback is gonna be in the meantime, if you like any of the other series. If you're new to the channel and you're still shockingly watching, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Helps a lot with the algorithm and helps me grow the channel and reach to larger community. If I have a larger community, I can try to work towards some projects which you might want to see, or I can try to work towards the projects which I want to do, but I don't have the time because I don't do this full time yet. So fingers crossed. Maybe in a couple of years, who knows. But in the meantime, I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and hopefully I will see you all at the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye for now. Seriously, Solaris, why is it always a location? First it was Curtisfield North, then it's this, and then it's that. Ah, man. This sucks.